Okay, this is the third and final video for angle properties review for integrated 2. So we're going to talk about triangle sum and exterior angle theorem. Okay, first thing, notice that this set of notes is also set up the exact same way as the other ones. So let's talk about triangle sum first. Well, triangle sum, this is an old sum that you guys, or excuse me, an old theorem that you guys have worked on previously. The idea is if you have a triangle, we know that the sum of the interior angles is going to be 180 degrees, which is really what we see here in the picture. So we know that triangle sum, the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. What we're going to do, we just make sure that the angles that we have all represent interior angles. So we don't want to confuse it with the exterior angles. So make sure that every single one of the identifying angles that you have, it's actually inside the triangle. All of these are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 3x, so one of my interior angles, plus, looks like I have 12x plus 1, plus the last interior angle, which is 16x minus 7. That's going to be equal to 180 degrees. The reason, this is triangle sum. Now from here, we solve. So let's combine like terms. So if we do 3 plus 12, it's going to give us 15. 15 plus 16 is going to give us 31x. 1 minus 7 is going to give us negative 6. Add the 6 to the other side. It's going to give us 31x is equal to 186. If we divide by 31, looks like x is going to be equal to 6. So, same idea. Went through, found the relationship between the angles based off of the picture. Then from there, I wrote the appropriate equation that matched the situation, and then I solved for the variable. Okay, moving on to the last one, which is the exterior angle theorem. As a reminder, like we discussed in class, exterior angle theorem, you can actually use triangle sum and supplementary if you would like to. Actually, you normally do them in reverse order. So you would typically do at supplementary first and then triangle sum. Again, you don't have to. So exterior angle theorem. This one's a little bit different. So if you take a look at the picture, we have these two angles inside the triangle, the 2 and the 3. They're called remote interior angles. It's because they are inside the triangle, but they are not next to the extended side where the 1 is located. That is the exterior angle. The relationship between them, well, exterior angles, the sum of the remote interior angles is equal to the measure of the exterior angle. So if we take a look at this picture, we have the exterior angle, which is 146. So I'm going to take that 146. That is going to be equal to the sum of the remote interiors. So if I take a look at the picture, I'm going to go ahead and color code in green the only angle that is not remote interior. Not remote interior is that green angle right there in the corner. It's the one that's right next to 146. We're not going to use that one. So I take the other two angles. It's going to be 5y plus 3 plus, looks like 4y plus 8. Now we need to identify our vocabulary words. This is exterior angle theorem. Okay, now that we have our vocabulary words to go along with this, let's go ahead and solve. So drop the 146 down. We're going to add the 5y and the 4. It's going to give us 9y, and the 3 and the 8 is going to give us 11. Let's subtract the 11 to the other side. That's going to give us 135 is equal to 9y, and then we're going to divide by 9. And 135 divided by 9 is going to give us 15. So it looks like our angle is going to, our value for y is going to be 15. So I identified the relationship, and then I wrote the appropriate equation. Then I successfully solved the appropriate equation. Okay, make sure that you have this recorded, written down in the worksheet that I gave you. Additionally, complete the you-try problems. Once you have all of these completed, make sure that you send this in to me so we can take a look at it and see how you did.